Hi, hello, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm showing you how to make this box. And the reason why I wanted this box is because I found this set of lovely luxury soaps from Bayliss and Harding in my local shop. And I thought, oh, isn't that beautiful? I just loved the different colours here. And I thought, well, that would be very nice. But obviously it does need to be in a box or in something that I can give them wrapped up some way, so I thought I would come up with a box that would fit that. So this is the one I've made, and I've made this one to match with one of the cards that I have for this week for Wonderful Moments. Let me just go and grab that because I've forgotten to pick that up. So this is the card that I've made with the Wonderful Moments stamp set, with this lovely lady with a parcel and some flowers, and it's got this lovely new ribbon on it which is coming out in January. It's gorgeous, really beautiful, in lovely lipstick, and I love that colour. And even though the colours in here, this is from the Share What You Love designer series paper, and this is supposed to be rich raspberry, and it is rich raspberry, but actually it doesn't clash too badly, I don't think, with the lovely lipstick. And I just thought this sort of trendy, spotty colours would go with the girl. You know, the So Saffron cardstock matches with her top, and the Pool Party matches with her skirt. So that's kind of how it came to be in those colours. However, originally I looked at this and I thought these designs remind me very much of this lovely paper, which is from Frosted Florals. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make another one, because I might go out and buy a second set of these because they're really, really gorgeous. So today I'm going to show you how to make it in Pool Party base. So we're still going with the same Pool Party, even though this is Tranquil Tide, it doesn't clash. And then we're going to pick up some of the soft suede in it as well. And then I might finish off with a tag, I'm not sure, but let's see how we go to start off with. So the first thing you need to do is obviously create your box. Now this is what I call a lift top box, so it hasn't actually got a flap, it's kind of like just a fold over box without a tab to go in, and that's because of the size. Quite frankly, the size of these meant that you needed a whole A4 sheet of cardstock to make a box. Okay, so let's get started then. You're going to need your centimetre plate for scoring, because I'm doing this in European measurements and the Australian, New Zealand measurements as well. Right, let's try and not get any shine on there for you. So you're going to take an entire sheet of A4 cardstock, and you're going to score the long edge at 7 centimetres, 14 centimetres, 21 centimetres, and 28 centimetres. Okay, you with me so far? 7, 7, 7, 7 basically. Turn it around. Now, I want to score it at 4.5, but we don't have half measurements here. Half measurements start at 15. So if I put the cardstock at 11 though, I know that 15.5 is actually 4.5 on from 11. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a half. So I can do 4.5 here. Move it back to the beginning of my board, and then I'm going to do 14. Okay, so that's your basic scoring, really simple. Okay, get rid of my scoreboard, we don't need that anymore. Next, what you need is your trimmer and a pair of scissors. So where are my snips? Here are my snips. So this is the bottom. Okay, with the smaller sections, this is the bottom, and so you're just going to cut up here as you do for any box. Cut up your tabs to the middle and just take a little bit of a wedge out, just to remove the bulk in the corners. You're going to do that for each one of those. I'm liking my new light here. I'm thinking it gives us better light, but do tell me if you think it gives me worse light, because you know, you're the ones watching after all. It certainly gives me better light. I can actually see what I'm doing. Always a bonus to be able to see what you're doing. Okay, so straight up the score lines, just a little bit on either side. And then on this one at the end here, you're just going to cut this one off. And you're just going to cut this off at a little bit of an angle because this needs to be a bit angled. Cut that quite enough. Oh, come on. Here we go. There we go. A bit angled there. Okay. So that's that bit. That's the bottom done. The top, then you need to cut a little bit here and match it with a little bit there. Okay, so you get like a triangle, and then you're going to match this side by eye down here. Okay, and just cut. It doesn't have to be perfect, remember, we are not perfect. And then we're going to chop along this edge here. Now you can do this with your trimmer if you prefer, but actually I think if you do it by hand you can then just trim up anything that looks a bit wiggly wobbly afterwards, I find. Okay, and you're not going to stop there, you're going to go all the way to the corner. Alright, that doesn't look bad. And then you're going to notch this out the same as you did for the other one on that side, and then you're going to notch both of these. Quite a firm notch, quite a large notch, that's the word I'm looking for, not firm, large. Okay, take all that out. So that's all our cutting and scoring done, and now we're going to just fold it up. So we're going to take our bone folder to all of these edges, and you can decide which way around you want it. Do you want it this way around or that way around? It's up to you. Have a look and see how the lines have gone when you've cut them maybe, and see which way looks a bit more sensible or a bit more clean edged. So you're going to go all the way down here, all the way down here. Okay, and then you're going to fold up the base. 1, 2, oops, fold up these bases, and then don't forget to fold your lid in. Alright, so you can see as this comes together, you'll roll that up. That'll slot inside there. Okay, you're going to glue that together, and then the lid, literally as I said, just sits on top like that. Okay, sometimes inside, when it's glued it's better, but it just sort of sits on top, and you may find that it's just slightly overhanging. We'll just take a little bit more out from these corners, but we'll tidy that up when we get there. Alright, so that's your box made. Really simple. Okay, not too tricky so far. I did make about 3 or 4 attempts to get to that point, so it's, you know, but that was designing it from scratch. So okay, so now you're going to bring your trimmer in. Again, I'm going to try and get that off. No lighting. And now we're going to cut the cardstock. So I thought we would match the soft suede as the background, so we're going to need to get some soft suede pieces, and they need to be 4 pieces 6.5 by 9. So if I do 9 this way, then I know I can get 3 this way. 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Okay, and then I just need to do another one. So again, let's do 9, 6.5. Okay, so they're the bases for the panels. These are your panel pieces going on here like that. Then you need a top piece, and that's 6.5 by 6.5. So we can get that out of here. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so we get rid of those pieces, don't need those anymore. So that's your top, and these are your panel pieces. Alright, so now you need to bring in the beautiful frosted florals, and I went for this one because I just think it matches the soaps in terms of the flower shapes, and I just think it's lovely. They're all shimmery, which I love, and on the other side is this beautiful tranquil tide piece with the leaves, so they're all lovely. You just decide which one you want. So now these are all going to be 8.5. Oops, make sure it's straight, both top and bottom. And then they're going to be by 6, and you need 4 of those. So 6. And I know I did that one downwards, don't tell anybody. You should always cut. You should always cut up, really. Just occasionally I can get away with it. And then, I don't know, have I got enough for this one? Oh, I do, look, 6 by 6 will be your top. Look at that. Lovely. Alrighty, that's it. They're away with that. Oops. She says, noisily putting that away. And then it's literally just assembling. And I like this bit the best. When you've done all the hard work, you've done all the cutting and the chopping and the folding and the scoring, and now you're just doing the pretty stuff. So I'm going to get my multi-purpose glue, because you know I love my multi-purpose. Just gently into the edges, down. Oh, look, that looks young, doesn't it? I think. There we go. Ooh, make sure it's straight, Pip, and that you haven't skew-iffed it at the last minute. Okay. And then that, and I put the panels on first, just and the tops, just because it's easier then, gives the cardstock a little bit more bulk when you're actually assembling it, so it has a little more strength to it when you're putting it together. And also it's just easier to stick these on when you're doing them flat than it would be if you were doing them standing up as a box. I know, because I've done both, and this is much easier. So there we go. Now if you're clever, you could probably line it all up and get them so that they actually flow in a pattern around the box, but I'm going to be a bit more random than that, just because if I get it wrong I'll be really upset. It'll drive me nuts. So we're just going to do this. Oh, that one's too big. Oh, okay, I cut that one a bit large. This one's alright. Oh, what happened there? I must have cut it at 6.5, not 6. Okay, we'll do another one in a sec. Another good thing to do, always do them kind of separately and one at a time, so you can just double check that they will fit. Probably better to check before you put the glue on, really, but there you go. You live and learn, Pip. We've all made mistakes before. Right, there we go. So that's on that one. All right, so let's just chop myself. I'm gonna have to put that over there. Let's chop myself another piece. Okay, there we go. Right, so now those are done, you're going to just assemble these onto, and if you've got a favourite one, work out which one's the front and then put that on there. I don't care, I like them all, so they're all just going on as they are. Reckless abandon. The only thing I would do is try and make sure that they're straight as they go along the lines, because there's nothing worse than having something that's not straight as they go along, she says. No. And this would be when you could see whether there's a little dip or a, you know, you just touch up your cutting if you need to. And if you wanted to use the trimmer, you can, obviously. I find it just difficult that I don't overshoot that line. That's just me personally. My eyesight. Right, here we go. Last one on. Stick that there. Don't they look gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. I think anyone would be really pleased to get this as a present. First piece I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece here. Okay. And I love using wet glue. I know lots of people like tape, but if you get a good wet glue like ours, it just sticks beautifully, and as long as you don't use too much so it doesn't come out in between, it's always going to stick well. Then we're going to fold the sides in, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on here. Okay, that's going to go over because it doesn't go all the way over. Then check, this is the front, so I'm going to do all of this, because then that'll all stick to that, like that. And then all of this, obviously not right close to the edge because you don't want it to squish through. And then what I'm going to do, that's gone nice and straight, is I'm going to put the present inside it to hold it down, because that's a fair weight. So that'll hold it right down and make sure that it's solid at the base. And then basically you're done, because that just folds over like that. See, so it's like a flip top lid. That's what I'm going to call it, a flip top box. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you can't see that, it's gone very bright. Isn't that beautiful? I like that a lot. I like this one too, but I like that one as well. So I don't know what ribbon I would do on that one. I could do the same ribbon. We could try a bit of the lovely lipstick, but I think it's a little bit red. Don't know, what do you think? Oh, I'm doing that off screen, sorry. I could do that. I mean, it's a nice contrast actually. It's not bad, is it? Yeah, maybe we'll leave that like that. There we go. So I'll just show you what I did there, because it was off screen, sorry. So you're going to hold it like that, over, round, under, through, and then you're going to titivate with this piece. The only thing I would say on this is new ribbon, it's coming in January. Just make sure that you don't pull any of the threads, otherwise it can run. But there you go. Pretty box with a pretty gift inside, matching with my Wonderful Moments cards. Well, this one is anyway, I reckon. Nice, yeah? You like? I hope so. Thanks ever so much for watching. Come back again soon. You want to buy any of these products, then just nip down into my description on below my YouTube channel, and you will see all of the products. Or if you're watching on my blog, then just scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll see all the bits and pieces that I've used. Obviously this ribbon you can only get from pre-order on the 5th of December if you're a demonstrator, or if you join from the 5th of December you can add it into your starter kit. You can add lots of new goodies into your starter kit from the 5th of December, so that's always a good bonus. Or you can wait until January and purchase it when it becomes live then. In the meantime, all of these papers you can buy, the stamp set you can buy, obviously all the papers and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, you can get on and you can create. It's just a ribbon really that you can't get just at this moment in time. But I thought you would forgive me that. Right, so have fun, enjoy. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye.